Hello and welcome back. This is round one of an Aether Revolt draft. Our opponent's down to 6 on the play. That's rough. And we've got a nice curve out. We don't have 1-drops in the deck, not really. But we do get to go 2-drop into 3-drop. Take my upkeep stop off. See what our opponent has going on. Red-white, another aggressive deck. And Thriving Grubs is definitely an aggressive card. I'll play the Puzzle Knot here. It means the grubs will attack through it, but I think that's fine. And if they don't get another source of energy, then Glint Sleeve Artisan should take it down. No, oh wow, a Naya deck? Or maybe they're just using this as a Thassa for the Scry. In any case, we can attack for 1 here. I'll do a Servo. Split up our threat. If they do get another 2 energy, we can double block the grubs, and that's just fine. And if it gets too big, we can reset it with the trade winds. So where did they scry? We can take a look at that. Ugh. Gosh, I hate this thing. Alright, where did they scry? Puts this thing... They scry to the top. Well, they're attacking here. They must have something, but I don't mind trading my card for a thing. My 2/2 for a 3/2. They could have had a revolt thing, but it's not even that scary. You usually don't play around it, unless you know what it is and it's worse to block. First strike is kind of annoying here. We can't really get through it. So I think we go Infiltrator, and while they don't have red mana up, we could put Conviction on it, but I would rather leave the Puzzle Knot up and let them attack. There's a lot going on here, and I kind of want to play Conviction later while we have white up to return it. There's the green. They scried to the bottom, so that was probably the I don't know. They probably just drew their green. SRAM, huh? Reckless Racer, alright, so they're rummaging. Oh, they're not. That doesn't make any sense. I guess it's fine, but nothing too amazing. Alright, well now we'll be able to get pretty aggressive. I'm going to play the Dawnfeather Eagle. If they can't answer this in short order, they're taking a ton of damage, and they're taking at least 6 this turn. In one way or the other, they're getting rid of SRAM. I'm fine with that trade. Here they can't really attack unless they represent their trick again, and they didn't have a trick with the grubs, so I don't see why they would have it now. Although their card quality keeps getting better with the Bestiary, and they didn't rummage here, so they must have liked the cards they did have. To some extent. Oh no! They killed... Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? They killed a Servo with Furious Reprisal and put a damage on Dawnfeather Eagle. They really think they're the aggressor. Okay, they can shock the Eagle. I guess that's a fine attack. That explains it. They really think they're being the aggressor here. And fair enough. But we're doing the same amount of damage back. And they're down to 1 card. Okay, still getting in for 2. We're threatening to attack back for 5. Oh no. Cavalry, sure. That guy is big. And the Bestiary, the Pokédex over here, doing work. Hmm. This turn I just want to bounce the cavalry, I think. I mean, it lets them draw more cards, but slows them down a bunch. This also gets them down to 5, so next turn we might just be able to kill them, even if they leave both blockers back. Well, not if they leave both back. And if they kill Conviction, we can always get the Gearsmith to bring it back. Yeah, here he is again. And we can force them down to 1. If they want to attack with the Racer, then they're just dead. So, be aggressive. Otherwise, we just get them down to 3 here. Trying to look what we can get back with the Restoration Specialist. It's just Cogworker's Puzzle Knot, so it doesn't really do much. Pretty safe to attack in the air here. Now, the worry is they're just going to stabilize after this. They have a lot of cards. They can do 6 damage, at least. Maybe they have that mythic red haste card and a trick. Spark of Creativity. Yeah, I'll let this resolve. It's unlikely it gets us for 5. Let's see, they scry at their upkeep, and they're casting this on their main phase. So they drew what they had. And yeah, I'll let it resolve. We can always get Conviction back with the Specialist. And they get a Mountain, so nice. They get and play a Mountain. Alright. That's still not enough. And they're drawing a card that's probably good for us. Unless they can gain life here, I don't think they can. Looks like we got it. Right, they have 3 blockers, we do 3 damage. That should be it. Okay, so they are Naya, and we didn't see much white, but they had SRAM, so it's really a green-red deck with Life Crafter's nonsense. Anything we can do differently against that? No, just win quickly. That's the key. Wrangle would be interesting. A splash would be interesting. It could be good, but it's a little hard to do. We're already playing so few lands that we can't really afford to take too many things out. And unless we put like 2 red in, it wouldn't be worth splashing these guys. So I'll submit again just like this. And yeah, a fine hand here. Gets aggressive early. Wow, it has all 3 of our infiltrators. I don't know what he's doing. He caught a gremlin or something? Just a little pet gremlin. Whatever. There's SRAM. We don't have really a choice what to do. We could actually use Aether Meltdown to kill SRAM if they block. But I'm not that excited about that. Huh. Yeah, I'll attack here. They'll block with Glint, Sleeve Artisan. That's fine. We're on the draw. It means we have more cards, and I'm not too worried about that servo. Oh no, Iron Tread Crusher. Yep. That's going to be hard. Well, we can attack through it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and attack here. Yeah. I figured they might try that, but this guy can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Let's get another one. Why not? That's just the only thing in our deck. 3 ones for 2. Land would be good, but at least we have something to do. Not loving the chances. Alright, if this can block another one, that's not even that good. I mean, I guess they could play something to attack with it. But it's not necessarily that good. Yeah, I mean, we're doing 6 too. And what's it going to be? This turn it's going to be the Puzzle Noose. It can block the Crusher. It's also something good to bring back with trade winds. So they could tap out this turn to try to get 12 in. And that can't be that good. Yeah, so now they can crew both Crushers. Yep. They might not. They might leave one to block. But I don't mind just throwing our Servo under the bus to prevent 6. It gives us more wiggle room next turn. And we should be able to survive next turn. Oh, maybe not. We don't have enough mana to really get all this working. If they have another 3-power creature, I think we're dead. We can only deal with 1 Crusher. Well, no use complaining about it. We don't have the mana to do anything else, so I'm just going to attack here. It's our only line that wins some of the time. But if they do find 3 more power, we lose here. And if they don't, we might be okay. Depending. Yeah, not looking good. Spontaneous Artist. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll kill us. Now they attack for 14, and we can only block 6 of it by bouncing a Crusher. Yep, looks like what they're doing here. So we lose that game. Man, these Crushers are savage. Technician might be good against that. It means they have to pay 4 mana again, and with Panharmonicon, that gets kind of nuts. That's worth it. To me, that is definitely worth it. I'm going to take out Trusty Companion, because it's kind of embarrassing not to be able to attack that early. Fragmentize is great. But yeah, all in all, pretty confident that on the play, we can get under this mid-range deck. All the good decks in this format are pretty aggressive. Or not necessarily aggressive, but interactive very early. You're playing a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops and 3-drops. Now, I'm not playing 1-drops. That's kind of one of the weakness of this deck. But there's a lot of implements that are worthwhile to get out there on turn 1. The green and red are very good. The white is fine. Even the black one is pretty good. But yeah, there's also some good little 1-drop creatures, and if you can go 1, 2, 3, then that's a great start. And then a lot of the removal is at 4 mana, like the Revolution and the black thing that kills vehicles. Those cards are at their best when you've already got a board presence and you can attack through it. Did I not submit? I think I did submit. So they're finagling their deck. Go get him, Gremlin. That's not the same guy, is it? No. Compare Wrangle and Infiltrator. Alright, this guy's got goggles and no mustache. And this guy, yeah, the white creatures are the bad ones in this set. This guy's capturing the poor Gremlin. And the red guys, all the rebels, they're the good guys. Letting it go. Letting it be free. I really want to use this. I don't want to lose this tournament without getting the chance to Panharmonicon. It was a card for more peaceful times on Kaladesh, but we'll see. Yeah, this curve. Don't really have much to bridge the gap here at 3 mana. I guess that's fine. Opponent just wanted to wait down the full 3 minutes. I'll be on the play. Hand's fine. I'm not going to mulligan any decent defensible hand on the play. But our opponent's going down to 5. Oh no, they must have had land issues. It must have been 1 land, 0 lands, and now they'll settle. But some of these games come down to just not having anything to do. Don't shock it, please. Nope, they don't have shock. We lucked out there. But now we could even defense it. We could even defend it if they have shock with the trade wins. Alright. Get the Osprey out there. Our Air Force is unbeatable. But you see this 2-drop, 3-drop. If we can consistently get 2 and 3, our opponent's just so far behind now. What, they're going to play Iron Tread Crusher. It just doesn't do anything here. Could have played the Hawk first. I wasn't really thinking about it. That would have gotten us another servo. Whatever, I just don't want to see Fumigate. Could you imagine on their white splash a Fumigate? Artisan's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get 5 in here. Don't know about that. I'm not going to pay 1 energy to get 1 damage in. So let's just not pay any energy. If we do get a 3-1, I want to save this energy to use that. Well, actually, we have Aether Meltdown, so we'll always have a little bit of extra energy. Yeah, I'll get a servo here. So it didn't really matter that we didn't do that last turn, because we weren't attacking with servos anyway. Turned out not to matter. Yeah, and now we just have we're going wide. The Crusher. Sure. Okay. Here's where we have to make a decision. Do we want to rush in there and be super tempo? And the way we do that is play Aether Trade Winds on our Puzzle Knot, or we could just do it on a land and the Glint Sleeve Artisan. It means they can't crew the Crusher, and we get 7 damage in. I think that's worth it. Yeah, now our servos get to, yeah, okay, crew your guy. That's fine. Oh, that was a really bad idea, because now they can't even block with their servo. Whoops. Oh no. Dispersal Technician to finish things off. This is just a slaughter. I'm just going to return the Crusher. because it uses up the most mana. Aether Meltdown. Well, they did have the shock eventually. Nothing I can do about that. Bird bites it. But getting this into play is just great, because maybe we return the servo, actually. No, I'm going to return the Crusher. Just they don't have it. We can make Dispersal Technician flying next turn if we melt down whatever creature, and that should be enough to finish things off. They can play 2 blockers, at least, but they're all ground blockers, so that's still 4. Yeah, they're not technically dead here, but they're in pretty bad shape. Alright, we got it. Next is match 2.